2022, Longines debuted the stainless steel Ultra-Chron, a revival of the Ultra-Chron Diver from 1968, which is notably referred to as the world's first diver's watch with a high beat movement. At the beginning of this year in January, the Ultra-Chron Carbon made its debut, marking the first ever carbon-cased watch from Longines and the presentation of an Ultra-Chron watch that brought the historic model even further into the future. Then, last month, almost a year later, the Ultra-Chron Classic was unveiled. Now, it doesn't look anything like the previous two watches, right? So let's explore this new design, what it is, what it offers, and how it's different. Whereas the Ultra-Chron source inspiration is the 1968 dive watch, the Ultra-Chron Classic is inspired by the line that birthed the Ultra-Chron name in 1967, beginning with the Ultra-Chron reference 7827. However, looking at the 2025 revival, it's a dead ringer for the reference 8309, which was produced from 1969 and 1970. It's just incredible how well Longines revives each detail perfectly, from the case shape to the dial layout, to the weight of the font, shape of the date window, and the historic logos. Whereas the modern Ultra-Chron Diver is packaged in a very sporty 43mm cushion case, the Ultra-Chron Classic is, well, far more classic in its look. Now, the reference 8309 I mentioned earlier had a 34.5mm case diameter. So the first modern switch-up Longines understandably brought into its Ultra-Chron Classic revival mix was enlarging the case for modern tastes. While it's now larger, it shares the same circular case form that is paired with sharp, squared lugs. Even the entirely brushed case front and mirror-polished case sides has been retained. So how much bigger has the Ultra-Chron Classic become in its revival? Well, whereas the modern Ultra-Chron Diver is available strictly in a 43mm size, the Classic is available in both 37mm and 40mm sizes. This allows those who prefer more classic sizes to get a vintage feel with the 37mm version, or for those who like large but not too large, unmistakably modern sizes, the 40mm version is going to be probably their favorite. Both of the stainless steel cases, whether 37mm or 40mm, are equally quite slender at 10.95mm thick, and both have 50-meter depth ratings. But the important difference is the lug-to-lug span, which clocks in at a compact 44.6mm for the 37mm model and 47.2mm lug-to-lug for the 40mm case. Neither lug-to-lug span is on the large size, and as you can see on my smaller, approximately 6.5 or so inch wrist, the 40mm wears great. However, the lugs, though sloped, sit a bit high, and therefore it might look a bit longer on the wrist. So for my wrist, I would personally go for the 37mm size, but the fact Longines is offering two sweet spot diameters for this watch gets them an A+ in my book. There's an Ultra-Chron Classic for all wrists with these sizes. Now, in either size, you would be forgiven for thinking the dials were simply new old stock parts from 1969 or 1970. That is how identical to its muse that it looks. Each size is outfitted with a silver sunray dial that is somewhat plain, but undeniably versatile and faithful to the original. You have a full set of faceted applied hour indices, an applied Longines logo at 12 o'clock, and an applied Ultra-Chron logo at 6 o'clock, all of which look one-to-one to what you would find on the vintage reference 8309. You'll also notice an identical sectoring of the dial with a vertical and horizontal black line, and an identical applied trapezoidal frame for the black on white date disc at 3 o'clock. Look in closer at the three central hands. They're all identical in shape, and even the hours and minutes hands have thin black filled channels, just like the vintage model. In this impeccable faithfulness, however, it should be noted that there is no loom on the dial. There are two strap options at your disposal. The first option is a black alligator leather strap with a case matching and Longines branded pin buckle closure. The second is a case-matching stainless steel 5-link bracelet. Though the 5-link format can often feel familiar, with outer, broader link pieces brushed and narrower links in between mirror polished, the centermost link piece has a central grooving that gives it a distinct look. Looking at the side of the bracelet, you will see what looks like screw heads, but the links are not secured by screws. They are actually pins, which to size would require the mallet and tools required to size any other pin and collar bracelet. To be clear though, this bracelet definitely feels rock solid on the wrist. Moving down the nicely tapered bracelet towards the folding clasp, it bears an elegant finish with two polished surfaces flanking a brushed surface stamped with the Longines logo. But the marquee element of the bracelet is undoubtedly its easy to use on-the-fly micro adjustment system that will ensure any wrist finds a perfect fit. I'm a stickler for fit, so I love that Longines can deliver a micro adjust clasp. Lastly, for those interested to play Strap Monster, which this watch is certainly right for, the 37mm model has a lug width of 19mm, while the 40mm model has a lug width of 21mm. Once upon a time, such odd-numbered lug widths would be, annoying to some, but these days aftermarket strap options are plenty for both lug widths. While the watch looks excellent on a leather strap, considering it's only a $100 jump up to purchase it on the micro-adjustable bracelet, I would definitely recommend buying it on the bracelet and hunting for your own leather strap, should you wish, later. Inside both watches, beneath a solid vintage-style engraved caseback, you have the Longines exclusive caliber L836, a 52-hour, 5 Hz high-beat automatic movement with the modern manufacturing benefit of a silicon balance spring to better resist against magnetism. It's also highly accurate, with the entire watch chronometer certified by Time Lab. With this all now in mind, the only question left is which Ultra-Chron is right for you. All of the steel Ultra-Chrons, whether the Diver or Classic, are priced around $4,000, and they all use the L836 movement. The Carbon is the most expensive, though still value-driven, at $5,500. The modern Ultra-Chron Diver, though 43mm in diameter, is only 2mm longer lug to lug than the 40mm Ultra-Chron Classic. However, the modern Ultra-Chron Diver is 3mm thicker. So with the shared caliber and similar pricing, it all boils down to whether or not you prefer a sportier cushion-shaped look, larger and thicker, but 6 times more water resistant with a 300-meter depth rating, or if you would prefer something that looks and wears more vintage. Funnily enough, you could argue that the Ultra-Chron Classic and Ultra-Chron Carbon would make an excellent 2-watch roster or collection. So there's no wrong answer here, but let me know if you prefer the Ultra-Chron or Ultra-Chron Classic, and if the Classic, whether you would go for the 37mm model or the 40mm model. The Longines Ultra-Chron Classic is available now for purchase, with both sizes priced at $3,900 on the leather strap or $4,000 on the bracelet. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Time+Tide channel for all the latest watch news, reviews, and content. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.